What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Back with another review for you guys. Today is going to be for the Netflix 2022 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Stay tuned. Alright, guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. Netflix, Texas Chainsaw. I was really anticipating this one by the trailer. I really felt like it was going to be reminiscent of the 2003 Texas Chainsaw, which is probably my favorite of the newer films in the series, in the franchise. And I thought it was going to have the same kind of like grit and grime to it, and just really messed up, and I was a little disappointed. I will say the kills, yes, the kills are pretty awesome. For the most part, the gore is great. It's top notch gore, but that's about it. That's really all this version has to offer. By the trailer and everything I was reading on it, you had the bringing back the Sally character from the original. This is going to be like a straight sequel to the original. And yeah, her character was just not utilized very well, in my opinion. The story didn't really focus on that as much as I thought it would, or as it should have. I'm trying not to spoil too much for those who have not seen this yet, but it's basically a group of people who are buying up these buildings in this town of Harlow and trying to, revamp this town and do all that. And something happens to Leatherface's mother, which turns into an events of him starting to just kill everyone. And yeah, like I said, you get your gore. You definitely get your gore, but I didn't give a shit about any of the characters except for the one girl. I already forgot everybody's name because I just really don't care. Who was involved in a school shooting, who was shot herself during this, and says that she should have died then, and all that. That's the only character in the whole movie that you really even have any kind of sympathy for, or any kind of backstory for, or anything like that. So, and even with that, it wasn't enough. I get that plays into events that take place further in the movie. Her going through that trauma. She has to do things later in the movie and overcome her fears and things like that. But yeah, her sister was just kind of annoying. I didn't really care about her. The main guy in the movie, he was kind of a dick, and I didn't give a shit about him. The girlfriend of the main guy, I didn't care about her character either. The only person you felt sympathy for, like I said, is the girl who was involved in the school shooting, and he actually felt sympathy for Leatherface's mother, and actually a little bit for him because of the events that happened. Again, I don't want to spoil too much for those who have not seen this yet, but yeah, it's, they pretty much say that she's in their house, and she says it's her house. They haven't got the deed yet, blah blah. But I'm not going to say what actually happened with that. I'll let you guys watch and find out for yourselves on that part. But and then you had the character again. I don't remember anybody's name. The contractor guy, the kind of mechanic guy in town. You had his character, who I thought was going to be like a really good character. Really, I think he could have had a lot of depth to that character, but just underutilized as well. Very predictable. As you guys saw in the trailer, I'm not giving anything away here, but there's a scene with a bus, and Leatherface goes on the bus, and yeah, they get on the bus because there's bad weather. There's like, it's raining and stuff, but it's like they own all these buildings in this little town. Why would you put everybody on a bus in one spot? Oh, because it makes it convenient for the storyline, for him to go in there and fuck shit up. If they were all spread out in these buildings and everything, it'd be, a lot more difficult for him to wreak havoc. So yeah, I get why they did that. And another nitpick for me, yeah, racism sucks. It sucks that it still exists. I'm not a racist person myself. I don't care what color you are or gender you are or anything like that. As long as you love film and especially horror films, you're cool in my book. But it's like they had to have a scene in there where someone complains about the Confederate flag outside the building, and all that, and you have to have this racial meaning in here. I don't need that in my slasher films. Like I said, it sucks that it still exists. I agree, but I'm here to see Leatherface kill people and maybe have a decent storyline as well. I don't need that thrown in my face, reminding me that that's still a problem, especially in the Deep South. I just, I find it unnecessary myself. That seems to be an issue with modern horror films. There's always some like woke shit or something, whatever you want to say, to do with race or gender or politics in general. It's just I don't need political shit in my horror films. If I want that, I'll watch a different kind of film. I'm not going to watch Texas Chainsaw to get politics. Anyways, that's just a minor nitpick, but yeah, I gave this 2 stars on Letterboxd because of the kills mainly, and I did like the character of Leatherface, the person who played Leatherface. I thought did a good job, but it's like, as Sally says in this, she's been waiting 50 years, so you're telling me Leatherface is like in his fucking 70s, and moving around like this. As far as I know, he's not like indestructible like Michael Myers or Jason or Freddy or whatever. As far as I know, I'm not the biggest Texas Chainsaw Leatherface like guru. I've seen all the movies, but I don't think he's immortal like they are. I believe he is human to the best of my knowledge. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments, because I would like to know. But yeah, you got this senior citizen running around with a fucking chainsaw and going after these people, and I don't buy it like one bit. And that makes his mom like 90. I don't know if she looked 90 or not in this, but is what it is with that. But yeah, I just very let down with this one. A lot of people really loved it. A lot of people didn't like it. It seems very, very split down the middle, like 50-50 on people's opinions on this one. I will say, and what other people have said too, it is nice to see the slasher genre, the horror genre, make a comeback. It has been lacking over the years. It's been mostly like, Conjuring type stuff, like ghost stories and possessions and things like that. So for slashers to come back, we had Scream come back, and now we have this, and is there going to be a new Nightmare on Elm Street and redeem that last piece of shit that came out? Who knows? Will this finally get the Friday the 13th franchise going again? I know there's been like fan films and things like that, but so maybe it will help with that, maybe not. We'll have to just wait and see on that. But for something that's straight to Netflix, I guess it's a decent, quick watch. It is at least entertaining throughout. There's no like real slow parts or anything that like drag on. It's pretty short. I think it's under an hour and a half. But I don't know. I didn't care who lived or died. I really didn't. And if you're watching it for the kills, you'll have fun with that. And a lot of people are just watching it for that reason. And I get it. It's mindless entertainment. It takes you away from the bullshit of society and the real world and everything for that amount of time. And it's just a quick escape and, just something to have fun with. But, yeah, if it comes out on physical media, then I'll probably add it to the collection just to have all of the franchise. But other than that, I don't know. It's not something I'm going to be excited for, like when it comes out or anything like that. But I will say it. I'm going to compare this to like Halloween Kills, since that's another newer slasher. Same thing with that though. Great kills and stuff like that, but really wasn't a big fan of that one either. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stuck in like the 80s slashers and really just have such a deep love for those. But I will say I did watch this with my kid who's like 15 and he didn't even really care for it either. But maybe, you know, if you're in your 20s or something, you might like it more than I did. I just didn't care for it. So that's my quick thoughts on this. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about it. They could have done a lot more with it. I really thought it was going to be grimier and grittier than it was, but it just seemed a little too polished, a little too clean for me for a Texas Chainsaw movie. Like I said, the 2003 version and part 2 are actually my favorites of the franchise, followed by the original. I know part 2 is more of a comedy than anything, but I love the characters. I love the settings. You know, Dennis Hopper just being batshit fucking crazy, and you know, Chop Top, fucking Bill Moseley, you know, character, and Caroline Williams as Stretch, and you know, you cared about the characters. You know, they had depth to them, and I don't know, this just didn't have that for me. But you know, if you enjoyed it, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you did. I see a lot of people watching it like 3-4 times already, you know, and like the first day it's out. And I'm happy for you. I really am. Just not my cup of tea, or however you want to say it. So, yeah, I just wanted to share my, again, quick thoughts on this. I feel kind of like obligated as a horror-based channel and everything. I don't really do a lot of newer film reviews, but I just felt like getting this one out there because it's such a big movie right now. And everybody's sharing their opinions on it. I just want to throw my 2 cents in on it. Yeah, before I go, if you guys would, hit that like, hit that subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know what you guys thought of this, or if you're planning on watching it, or if you're planning on skipping it. Yeah, follow me on the external links down in the description, the Letterboxd, the Instagram, Twitter, Patreon page on there, merch store on there, Amazon wishlist. All that good stuff down in the description. I know I usually say that at the beginning, but I just want to get right to my thoughts. So, all right. I think we spent enough time talking about this. There's not really much else to say. There is an after credit scene. It doesn't really do a whole lot for it. I will say the end of this movie really threw me off, and that was probably the best part of this movie. I really didn't see that coming, but yeah, it's really all I got to say about this one. I hope I can move like Leatherface when I'm in my 70s. I can't move like that now, but anyways, peace, love, and happiness to all you, and I will catch you guys next time. Later.
Try anything and you're canceled, bro.